What is up, guys? It is He Without Memes, here with another video. This one is about a way of thinking about currency and softcore trade that took me from being a player that usually averages between 4 and 700 divines in a league to a player that now this league is, approaching my fifth raw mirror. I probably had another mirror or so on top of that in money that's just run through my stash. Um, and I know that Affliction is a very profitable league for everybody. It's obviously the most enjoyed league in PoE so far because of how much currency you can make, but I am not magic finding, I am not div card gambling, and I am not hitting the lottery on Uber bosses. I'm up 400 div on Uber bosses overall, but that's over a very long period of time and involves one extremely lucky Uber Maven streak from the other night. The clip's on YouTube. The bulk of the currency I've made is just blasting a mapping strategy. Elder Slayer's the best mapping strategy. Um, no bias. And I want to talk about the concept that allowed me to be so successful with that. We're so successful to me. Again, like in this game's relative, there's lots of people stacking double-digit mirrors, but to me, to go from less than 1,000 divines in a league to, you know, I I hope to be able to get 10 mirrors this league if I play the whole league. And I think I will play the whole league, so I'm having a great time. So, and that concept is de-emphasizing the importance of profit and not agonizing over your profit. That profit is an illusion. It wastes your time. It misleads you, and uh, to me, the obsession with the difference between your investment and your return in Path of Exile is, I mean, it's just a waste of time. You want to be worried about how much currency you're making, not profit, how much currency you're making in an hour. Because speed is super important when it comes to keeping up with inflation, especially in Affliction. Mirrors are going to go above 1,000 divines very soon if they're not already. And you have to, you have to be getting those divines in and out of your stash consistently. So the first tenet of this that I want to talk about, de-emphasize profit, buy things in bulk. Take them, eat the markup, be diligent that you're not getting scammed, that they're not marking you up like an excessive amount, but eat the bulk markup, buy your compasses, have them ready, buy your whatever supplies you need for your mapping strategy, spend as little time on trade as possible. Don't constantly upgrade your character. Get your character to the point where it's doing what you need it to do, where you're comfortable with your character, and then leave the smaller upgrades for when you have a real surplus of currency or when you've met whatever goal it is that you're pursuing. Um, when you stop and make little upgrades to your character, it's not only time, but it's also currency you could be investing that's now just increasing, and you have to be the judge. If it's an upgrade to your character that you feel like is going to significantly increase your speed, it's going to make you enjoy the game a significant amount more. If it's going to, then you be the judge and you spend that currency while you're farming. But if it's a 1 to 4%, damage upgrade or a tiny bit more life or like a little bit more resist overcap to avoid elemental weakness things, it's like, man, maybe, I mean, I think that you should just save the currency, just use it to farm, make considerably more currency, not slow yourself down, not fiddle with POB. And that's just like, does have a lot to do with the way people enjoy the game. I know a lot of people just love doing little tweaks and upgrades to their character constantly. I'm not here to tell you how to enjoy the game. I'm here to tell you things that made a huge difference for me and how much currency I made. And as soon as I stopped fiddling with my character 3 or 4 times a day, doing a little upgrade, currency just kind of skyrocketed. Like you just all of a sudden, you're just making more. And those are like the biggest parts of this, to be honest. Like it's just stop worrying so much about profit, uh, buy in bulk, and stop upgrading your character while you're farming, and then spend a good amount of time playing. Obviously we're blasters. I probably play 5 6 hours on weekdays, which definitely is a lot. But to me, I mean, it's Path of Exile, bro. It's just the game of games. Like, why would you not want to blast? Um, there's one other thing that I wanted to briefly talk about, which is you've gotta kind of match your character and mapping strategy. And this is, I really like. I'm not here to give you a build guide or give you a farming strategy guide on, or tell you what you want to play, but having a character that you know really aligns with what you're doing in the map, man, that's made a huge difference for me. A character that can go fast when I'm boss rushing, You know, like it sounds simple, but man, I was not really lining things up properly in the last league. So I was playing like a really slow fire convert reap guy. It's just and trying to do, but like Uber shapers, and it's just like it takes me 5 minutes to do an Uber. You know, like I don't want to go into all my pitfalls um, as a currency in terms of currency and time efficiency. But trust me, I've made some mistakes, and matching your character to your strategy to me was also a huge improvement. Um, so if you guys have any other thoughts about this sort of stuff about profit and gross churns and like how to make more currency, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. Of course, I always appreciate the feedback and uh, you guys. I mean, interacting with everybody has been so much fun since I started making videos. I just hope you guys know how much I enjoy it, and it's just it's I really enjoy making content for this game. It's like a game I really enjoy. Today on stream, gonna blast 100 Uber Cirrus to finish up the statistics for the Uber Cirrus profit video. Spoilers, it's really good to farm Uber Cirrus if you can do it. I recommend it. Do not identify your threads of hope. That's basically the TLDR of the next video, but there's a little bit more to go into in depth there. Probably a little bit of a how to do Cirrus fast crash course. I'm not the fastest Cirrus farmer, but I definitely feel like I have an idea of how to manipulate the fight. And then there will be a build showcase video coming for the strength stacker later on, just because it doesn't look like there's a lot of videos that go over the Juggernaut strength stacking archetype, so at least not in this league. So I'm probably going to make that video as well. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate, again, all the feedback, all the comments. It's really been fun making videos. I'm hoping to get better at it, make better content, and I'm starting the stream up pretty soon. So hopefully I see some of you guys there. I hope you have a great weekend and many lucky drops to you. Peace.